Hey friends, welcome to the Stationery Cafe After Dark. This is yet another episode with Kelly from Kelly Love Letters, and I'm from Penguins Creative, as you guys should probably know now if you're subscribed to our Patreon. And we have a special guest today. Kelly, can you introduce her?
Yeah, so this is Lexie. She works at Oblation with me. And what's your Instagram handle again? Is it
just Lexie Rizzi?
Oh,
yeah.
Lexie Rizzi, at Lexie Rizzi. She does like photography, so if you ever go on Oblation's Instagram and see all those super good photos, it's all her. And what else do you do? Oh yeah, the ecom.
But wait,
Yeah,
what?
A little bit of my job.
What is special about this episode? You didn't even say. Where are you guys at?
Oh, LOL.
And like,
we're at Oblation right now.
There's the movie Night at the Museum, and I was jokingly telling Kelly this is like Night at the Stationery Store, and
Yes.
the bosses are out of the building.
Just us.
Yeah.
You know, if something happens, we're gonna have to get the baseball bat. And no, I'm not kidding. We do have one of those. So.
And we've all heard about Lexie quite a few times, listeners,
Yes.
because Kelly talks about you so much, Lexie, and
Yeah.
and a few other coworkers that unfortunately couldn't make it here today, but you know, it's all good. And
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I haven't been down to Portland in forever, and I'm just like, I miss Oblation.
It misses you.
I don't know if we can show the audience later, but like at the counter, there's that nice light that spells out pens. Like,
Yes.
when you
People
walk.
sometimes think it spells something else.
If you take a quick glance, it does read differently.
People are like, "Wait, did that say?" And I'm like,
You
"No,
see
calm
a
down."
hidden letter in there.
Especially when they erect the
Nice.
the plexiglass during the pandemic, like it actually, like, you know, at certain angles.
That's so funny. I didn't even think about that.
I see it from that angle a few times. But anyway, so happy to have you here, Lexie. And you know, we thought it would be a fun chance for you guys to kind of see and hear from Kelly and Lexie, the stationery store shop associates, instead of Kelly, the stationery enthusiast.
Right.
Right. Yes. I'm at work still. That's. Let me sell you a pen.
Right now. So, but first, before we dive into Kelly's question, I just saw Oblation's Instagram, and I saw that super cool hay display on the window. Like,
Oh yeah.
can we get the behind the scenes behind that? Because I could see it's like a messy sort of thing.
Yeah.
It smells like hay.
It's like farm hayride, like completely. Well, for that one, Ron, actually, the owner, brought in all these hay bales. Like he had like a
a pitchfork?
Yeah, he had like a pitchfork and was like shoveling hay into the window.
No
Well, okay,
way.
first he had to take the sand out of the window,
Right.
then he had to replace it with hay.
Because that was from our Surf's Up promo.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So it went really quickly from like super summery to very autumnal. So
Yeah.
I was really into it. And then Angie put some cool boards with like
Yeah, I'm impressed how the whole thing, like, is that like an entire hay bale where the pumpkin was sitting on it? Like, it was
a little bigger than I was expecting.
Yeah. When I walked by, like when we turn off the lights at the end of the night, I'm like, whoa, this smells like a farm.
Yeah. But it's like, I like it.
It's kind
of comforting. I don't know. Yeah, so like every month I just try to make sure to, you know, take a picture of the window, because not everyone can come in the store, or if you're somewhere else, you know, you might not see it, and we put a lot of effort into them. So
it's really special indeed. Like the other window without the hay bale, it was just like it was just hay bale without the hay bale. It's just hay and all the cards sitting and scattered around it. And for winter, are you guys gonna do like shovel snow? Like
that would be very wet.
Like all the elements. Oh, then maybe some like cotton snow or something.
Oh, that would be
That's a good
nice.
I like that idea.
That's pretty that to many people that always sounds like the fun part of, running a stationery store, but
Oh, is displaying stuff?
yeah.
That's what I'm the worst at. But our manager Angie, she's the one that's like
Yeah, she makes all those like pretty intro tables, and like right now ours is super decked out on these little like sparkly pumpkins and little
Oh.
tiny fall things.
Yeah. April doesn't understand or appreciate it, but that's fine.
I know I'm more about the summer thing, and I can't wait for that to fast forward to that part.
Like getting Halloween cards, I was like, it's time.
Yes.
It's time. I did see that you guys are making
the best month.
Oh, the best.
That's
month.
what I said.
All right, it's 2 against 1, so I'm not gonna argue against that anymore.
For now.
But I do see that you guys are making these like charcoal paper, right?
And yeah, we've done that for a while. I mean, not me or Lexie, but the paper makers. Yeah, what do they use for that? Is it just like fabric, dark fabric?
They use a dye and they add it to the pulp that's like white. Yeah, so because you have to dye all the paper colors.
I feel really dumb now.
And so I finally got our paper maker to like tag us in little videos that she's posting to show kind of the behind the scenes stuff. Which,
that's so fun.
Every time I go in there, I get wet, so I try not to like get my feet wet in the paper making studio.
Yeah, it does sound messy, but anyway, so cool. Stationery store, a lot of in and outs on it. I guess, Kelly, what was the first question you were gonna ask? Like, how did?
Let me consult my notes. What interested you in working at a stationery store?
Okay, so I have a really long answer for this.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so when I was little and like a kid,
tiny Lexie.
Yeah, I used to love writing letters. And then when I was in middle school, my best friend and I were going to different high schools. So we decided to write each other letters all the time. Even though we lived like one neighborhood away from each other, like a 5-minute walk, but we just really loved like sending letters back and forth to each other. And we bought Pilot varsity pens from Borders, and we're like, oh my god, we're writing with fountain pens. They're so fancy.
I didn't know that.
That's so cute.
First fountain pen.
Oh, that's so wholesome.
Yeah. And I got like a little typewriter for my 15th birthday. And we did like little wax seals and stuff. It was very cute for middle schoolers.
Yeah.
And we would like write little, stories about our crushes and things.
Nice.
Like that. Yeah.
Classic.
And so then, like when I went to college for graphic design and for photography. There was also like in one of my classes, the teacher was like, hey, there's this letterpress studio in the basement. Like, we should use it for this project. I went down there as like this little time warp, like all this super old stuff, like all the old cabinets, like basically like untouched since like the 80s, since they stopped using it. So me and some of my classmates kind of like revitalized letterpress studio and started doing letterpress. Yeah, there wasn't any classes or anything. We just like taught ourselves.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah. Well, the teacher kind of helped.
I know every time I explain it to customers, I'm like, it's like this. It's not like that at all.
That's what I thought.
Like this.
Yeah, you just kind of put the papers in.
Our letterpress didn't have like the automated thing. It's like you had to push your foot down and like treadle.
So some treading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit down and like your leg would hurt.
It's sounding like a workout.
Yeah. Anyway, so for my senior project, I did this whole thing about plants and stuff, and so I did a like letterpress book, and I also made paper with seeds in it. And when I was working on the project, or like after I finished the project, my mom was like, hey, there's this place in Portland that makes paper.
And they do
this place in Portland that makes paper and does letterpress, and they sell typewriters. And I was like, oh my god, this is like my dream.
And you grew up in Beaverton, right?
Yeah, I grew up in Beaverton.
So like, that's weird that you didn't know about it, but I didn't either.
Yeah.
And I grew up.
It's like super local, that area of Beaverton, by the way, for those who don't know. It's in Portland.
Yes. It's like the boonies of Portland, but they have a Kinokuniya there, so
They do.
it's okay.
Yeah, that's the landmark for me too.
And yeah, I used to buy like little Midori like stationery from Kinokuniya
Cute.
over there and stuff.
Yes.
Anyway, oh, you know what? I just glossed over this whole thing. Okay, when I was really, really little, there was a Sanrio store
Oh my God, yes.
in Beaverton.
Yes.
And I used to buy so much stuff there. I used to have like all the matching like stationery, pencil case, pens, and
Yes.
a character. Okay.
You know what I love about the Stationery Cafe podcast is like every time I've listened to like when April interviews somebody, this is usually the origin story.
I
It's like,
wanted to
yeah,
say
so you
that.
know Sanrio, and it's like, yes.
This has been brought up by guests for like from like 20 plus guests. They always start with the Sanrio
Yeah.
story.
So good.
I also had like an American Girl little stationery set.
Nice.
So it comes from a few different places. But it kind of goes back to the weave, I think.
The weeb, yes. All the Japanese stuff, for sure.
Yeah, anyway, so basically I followed Oblation on Instagram, but I had never actually been there.
And you're like, wow, these pictures are lame.
No! Then I saw that they were hiring and I was like, oh my God, I have to work there. I literally like dropped everything. I spent like 2 days like redoing my whole resume, my website,
God,
and I
I
was
didn't
like
know
so
that.
stoked about it. Yeah.
Also, out of college, is like this is your first job like that.
I worked at Lush beforehand for a little bit, but it was kind of like I would much rather work here.
Wait, so your tenure at Oblation is way longer than Kelly then?
No, this was because she's super young. So
That's right. We're kind of old here. I forgot.
I've been
You're
here.
only 30. You're not old.
So I've been at Oblation for a little over 3 years now, and I think Lexi's probably a little over 2 years.
Yeah. So I
It
started.
seems like long.
I started in January 2019.
Okay.
So
a little like 6 months ish after me, or 7.
yeah, like
that.
2.5.
Around the same time. Nice.
I think
Oh,
when I started, you were like the newest other person.
Right. I was and so then I got a new bottom rung.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
To pick on, like, give me noogies.
what is that word when it's like a cult and you can like harass the younger one?
Oh, hazing.
Hazing. Some stationary hazing. Like, hey,
Stationary hazing.
what pen
You
you
have
got
to
there?
write with a moleskin, with a brick and a moleskin for a week.
What pen you got there? What ink is in there? You know, like.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I feel like Jason does that to all the new people. He's always like, so what's this pen? Like
Right.
he tries to get you to like know everything. And I think
Yeah.
it's a pilot.
Right.
That's so cool. Wow, that's amazing. So it's kind of like you've always liked stationery, and then you study photography and graphic design. This kind of aligns so much with the letterpress lifestyle and Oblation, and so close to home. That's always a plus.
Right. Yeah. When I graduated, I realized that I didn't really want to do like the agency graphic design kind of thing. I wanted to,
That's boring.
I know, like I wanted to do letterpress or like, that kind of thing, make cards or something. But then, so I started in the design studio here doing custom. That seems like a life.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I forgot you did that.
And also working in the store. But now I'm like the website manager and photographer. Yes, is that like my main?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say. Yeah.
But I manage like there's like 4 different kind of platforms and websites we have, but of course the retail one is the biggest.
I know, especially since like the last year, you guys had to go e-commerce a lot, right? Like, Kelly, remember we used to say, oh, this thing's not in your online shop, and now almost everything's on your online shop now. So
I would say yes. Yeah, a lot. At least all the stuff that matters. Psych.
I'm working on it. I'm working on all the stuff that matters.
That's lovely. And should I pivot and even ask Kelly, how did you actually get your job at Oblation? I feel like
Who, me?
Yeah, do I know the story? Like,
it's kind of a funny story. So I think I've told everybody that like when I was working in Japan and living there, and like I literally wrote in my Hobonichi on April 18th the year before, which was exactly a
Oh
year
my
before
God.
my first day at Oblation,
That's
which is
crazy.
insane. But it says like, oh my God, I really want to work at Oblation. I feel like they're my people. And like, and then I came back home and I worked at the coffee shop for a little bit.
Oh, right, that coffee shop.
And then, you know, I was just coming out here. I think I was with my friend Gabby. We came out here one day and Ron happened to be on the floor, which I realized after I got hired. I was like, oh, he's like never on the floor.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, oh, you guys got in those new Midori notebooks. That's so cool. Because it was not the 10th anniversary. No, it was or you know, when they released like the frame and the dot grid and all that.
That is the 10th anniversary.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what
You
I'm
know
talking
your stuff. You know your stuff.
about. So, and I was, because I could tell Ron was working there because he was doing like a light, which he still does all the time.
Right.
And I was like, hey, that's so awesome that you guys have these notebooks. I feel like I just saw they were released in Japan. And he was like, oh, yeah. And now I'm like, he totally didn't know what I was talking about. But he was like, so how do you feel about pens? And I was like, how do I feel about pens? And he was like, well, you should send your resume. We're looking for someone. And, and it was like that connect moment.
It was customer turned like recruit, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And at that point I had been coming here with my mom for like, I don't know, while I was in college, and I would always come down here and we'd come here together and be customers. And I was like, yes, please let me do whatever. I'll do anything.
Nice.
And I feel like during my interview with Jennifer and Alicia, I was just like super excited about everything. And they were like, oh my God, we should probably hire this person.
This person is too into it. She's excited to know what you have in stock. Like,
Yeah,
and I bet you're super
ordering
confident.
Right. They're like, if we don't hire her, she's gonna come after us.
All right, here's a little question I'm curious about. What do they ask in interviews for people who work at stationery stores? Do they ask you stationery trivia?
Like I was just kind of leading my interview. You know, they would ask the typical, like, you know, when was in your job when you had to do something off?
Right. Never.
Never.
Or like when, you know, it was a difficult situation and you had to overcome blah, blah, that kind of crap. But
Yeah. And like my interview, since I was also interviewing for design, like
right.
they asked me some design questions and stuff, and like what type of designs and things I do. And like I had my website on like my mom's iPad, and I was like showing them, and like I remember I was like I knew the moment that I was gonna get it was when I was showing her my embroideries, because I do some embroidery and stuff, and she's like, oh my God, I saw this awesome, well, she probably didn't say it, but I saw this awesome embroidery on Instagram, let me show you. And she like pulls it up and she's like, wow, isn't this so awesome? Like when she like started like showing me stuff, and
it's
like,
no longer an interview, it's like a conversation now.
Right, thing she's inspired by, and like literally they emailed me like an hour after my interview.
Nice.
Like, hey girl, here you go.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. I hadn't even gone home yet. I was still in the car. I was like, oh my God. But something I like to say that was really funny about the beginning of my interview was that Jennifer was talking to our head designer, Catherine, and she has like dyed hair and is super cool and like has really cool fashion. And so when I showed up, I saw her and Jennifer talking, and I thought that she was also interviewing. And I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna get this job because this girl is so cool. And then,
I mean, she is so cool, but she already works here.
Yeah, but then when I started my interview, I was like, oh, okay, like she's the designer, got it.
That would be awkward to be like, hey, we're having a group interview.
It's kind of like Elliot, my husband Elliot went to like a work party and something, and someone thought he was the intern because of the way he dressed.
Get pissed.
A fellow intern, like an intern as, hey, you're an intern too. Like,
I think that's a compliment though, because that means he looks young, right?
No, that means he dressed like a high school boy. He's like, no, I'm actually a senior manager. Like,
oh, sorry, you're getting demoted.
That's so fun. When I interviewed at Design Phil, like they asked me, also the hardship questions, all that stuff. But then they also asked me like, so what do you think, like, why do you think analog is gonna go like longer? Like, how would
Yeah.
it persist in the US, or like if people in the US, do you think there's a market there? And I'm like, I don't care if there's a market there. I believe in this product.
Oh.
Like, I was like, I don't think analog's gonna go away. I got so passionate. I was like, what are you talking about? No, that's not a matter of a market. It's a matter about someone who really likes it. So
Yeah, it's like, I don't
Mhm.
know. I get that question a lot working retail here when people are like, oh, I'm so glad you guys made it. I'm like, well, thanks for the support. No, it's
Yeah.
but they're like, oh, do
Right,
people
yeah.
still buy these? I'm like, yes, literally always. We are so low on stock right now and people are sad.
I know. Do you guys feel like you guys brought like something new to Oblation since you started working there? Like, what are some cool new things that you like introduced? I mean, who did the letterpress express actually? Like, who came up with the
So
idea
that was
too?
actually Jennifer's idea.
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah. At first we weren't sure if it was gonna work. We're still kind of figuring out some kinks, but when we were in quarantine, we're like, how can we kind of reach some people that we wouldn't normally, or like some people that couldn't come in the store, but maybe we could send them things. I know. Okay,
Nice.
October's is really cute.
It is
It's
super
really cute.
So
It was
this is like a
more-
set of greeting cards, right? It's kind of like a subscription service,
Yeah.
and then you get it's kind of like mystery boxes actually, but in like
Yeah.
letterpress form.
But
People
not like
Right.
$40.
And we always try to like have the cards match, and we try to do like a mix of like birthday cards and stuff. Also, like
Halloween stamps.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, I didn't know we did that. That's
Yeah.
cute. Nice.
and like the clip, the paper clip became like this thing. Like every month we have a new paper clip.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's cute. What is? Oh, is that
It's
just a
like
circle
it's like a circle
with
with
like
a
a
little
thing?
Yeah, it's a circle.
because we were going for this like moon motif
Yes.
in this
I like how
round.
this is my first time seeing this.
Happy
I love that
Halloween.
card.
And
So-
what I really love is like, usually when you go to like a stationery or gift store, you're just like usually overwhelmed with like the amount of letterpress cards there are. There's just so many artists. It's really hard to like pick and find one. Like unless you're like you have preferences. Like Kelly will always
Right.
go for the cat ones, and I would look at like the penguins.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
kind of
a
stuff.
lot of times people will be like, "Do you have any cards with a dragon on it?" I'm like,
Oh.
I don't know.
It's so hard to like keep track of all the artists out there, and I think this is just such a great way of like bundling and like sorry, I'm trying to like remove this, but like it's like going very slowly both ends. So
That card's a big one.
yeah, oh my god, it's so beautiful though. And I think this like gives it
Oh,
a
it
chance to highlight artists and kind of like
Yeah.
showcase what's new. And you guys always highlight like local artists too, which I love. And like I always love looking at these. And I know Kelly does the whole like we should get more Japanese shit in here, thing, right?
I mean, Hobonichi is kind
Honestly,
of like my
I
baby.
mean, I feel like I want to talk about what Kelly's changed. And because like I feel like, well, I wasn't obviously here before she started, but I mean, just like what she's brought in with like all of the Japanese stuff, like all the Tomoe River and MD stuff, and then like the Hobonichi is like her little baby that she's like birthed.
But it's also, I feel like it's also equally Lexie's baby because she did the entire online thing. Like, I think what happened both years, or is this the third year? I don't know. It's our second year of having it online.
Yeah.
That I would like create all the items, and then she like makes sure they all have photos and stuff, and she can't take them, but she can't take like Oblation lifestyle photos because they don't arrive in time to do that, so we have to use theirs, and then they like are weird about releasing that information to us until like the last minute. It's like, we're on a schedule here.
I feel you. I do marketing and content. It's like we're launching this. We need photos now, and I need the products here. I totally understand, but I have to. I secretly like look at Oblation's like newsletter, and
Oh.
I like study like how do you put it together. So if I click this image, it's so seamless. Like I was like
Yeah.
dissecting your design with the whole.
Like that's Catherine is the design of the e-blast, and I just give her the photos for them. But she's always so
Awesome.
great about being like, this button is here, is gonna like change it. Sometimes it's like in one photo.
Yes.
There's like 2 buttons on
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I like just like dive deep. I was like looking, I was like, where would I click until I go into this product and this product?
Oh, so that's where the stats are coming from.
It's just
April clicking.
me. Just me, multiple clicks on the same photo.
Nice.
Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah, but I also feel like with Lexie, you've really increased the wax seal production. I feel like because we did get in Mr. Robinson, and I know that Nico Neko carries them.
Mm-hmm.
What's that
They're
other
so
brand?
cute.
The Hey Pen Man,
Hey
and
Pen
the
Man.
and what was the other one?
We just got in the written word.
Oh, that's right.
The
Yeah.
written word, they're really good. I
Yeah.
forgot
Have you
who-
seen them?
So
I've seen them before.
okay.
I think Phyllis was the one who pointed me to them or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
So we're also getting in like these little calligraphy sets with like oblique calligraphy
Oh.
things for the holidays. From
Oh,
them.
we are.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
Really
cute.
cool, and they're really pretty, like cute little gift
Nice.
sets because I feel like we never have anything like that.
And
Like,
they
right now we
hopefully
have all
don't
these.
cost $1 million
Yeah.
like that one hand-turned wood
Right.
oblique nib holder. Yeah,
I don't
okay.
think so. But like all the alphabet seals and stuff, I don't know. I just like for some reason wax seals like just wax sealing something is like the most satisfying thing I can possibly think of. So like anytime I wrap like a gift or anything, like I'm just like wax seals like all over.
I see. That's your thing.
It makes everything look so pretty.
They
And
do
I
it.
just love all the like designs that are coming out now. Like so pretty.
Yeah, they're really fun.
Oh my god! Imagine you guys get like LCN stuff in store.
Oh, Leanne. Oh God, can you say that?
Ling Jianing,
Yeah.
LCN. She does amazing wax seals too.
Yeah, she's like, let's look it up on the gram.
write this down.
And she does wholesale, and people just like adore her wax
She
seals.
does do wholesale. Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
does
right,
Nita
'cause-
carry her stuff?
Because all the other online shops carry their stuff. I don't see why you guys, a physical store, couldn't carry her stuff. So
Does Nita have it at a blank note?
I think Nita doesn't like really have her stuff because of the aesthetics, but I think a lot of other places has it. Yeah.
Like
So,
that's Nita's aesthetic.
I don't think she plays with wax seals as much. So
Oh,
Nita
gotcha.
from a blank note. I think that's what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to spell it, so LCN is fine.
LCN. Yeah, I'll point you to
just so I
it.
can look it up later.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh my god, if you guys like April influence next wave of stationery product is like Taiwanese artist products, you guys would stand out so much from a lot of
I know. I really
stores.
want us to get like I've been considering asking us to carry like take a note, right? Yes.
Yeah, take a note planner.
Take a
Yeah.
note.
Not
Take
a
a
blank note.
Right, blank note, take note.
Take a
Take
note. Our
and-
studio, thinking
and like
of
thinking
you.
of you. So like a customer told me she went and bought a take a note, and I was like, well, shit, we could have had that sale. She really likes us. We don't have it, so
No, yeah, it'd be cool.
have the time.
It is kind of like like you guys are slowly vamping Oblation from like a letterpress gift store to like a stationery.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think I like prefer the stationery over like napkins or
Oh God, the
like
napkins. Yeah,
you
well, we have to
know,
have those too.
I know, or like tea towels and things. Like I know
They're
that
cute though. They
Yeah,
are
like,
cute, but
the thing that we talked about at work before is like we have such a wide variety of people. Like
Yep.
there's like very old traditional ladies that want the very classic wrap, or
Yep.
there's like young queer pen people,
Yes.
or like middle-aged guys that want their specific notebook or something. You know, like
Yeah.
there's this huge variety of people, and so it
I thought
can't-
of like 3 specific people when you said those. Like, yep, okay, yep.
and like I could keep going, you know, like there's so like this huge like amount of people, and which can be hard sometimes like on Instagram, because I'm like, well, if I post like something about custom letterpress, like someone that is following us for the pens might not care, but then if someone's following us for pens, they don't care if I post about cards,
right.
or you know, like all these like different things.
And not to mention the animal clientele. Sometimes you guys have animals visit too, like
Yes.
the llama. Was it
The
that?
Yeah,
llama.
I know.
I forgot about
Also, a couple weeks ago, there was
I can't say that right.
yeah,
Caesar.
this lady had her black cat like on her shoulder.
I know. Now I was like, whoa.
It was so cool.
I think the cat was blind.
Yeah, it didn't have eyes,
Poor kitty.
but it was so cute.
It was
like
really
a little
cute.
familiar.
Just draped around her
Yeah,
shoulders.
she was, and the cat was just chilling. And
Yeah, even though the like letterpress machines were going and like all this stuff was happening, and it was like, oh wow, but
yeah.
like cute little.
No, it totally makes sense. You guys get such a variety of clientele. I can imagine customer service must be a little bit like tiring when it comes to the variety.
Depends on the day. I feel like a lot of people that work retail probably have the same thing. But I think overwhelmingly, I'm always grateful for everybody because, like, I get so many people say every single day, like, oh my God, I'm so happy you guys are here. This is such a beautiful shop. And like, I don't know, every single shift I've ever worked, people have said that to me.
Yeah.
So,
or like people have been like, I've been coming here for years and it's awesome. Or people that are like, this is my first time here and it's amazing. Like it's just really cool to see like all the different kinds of people that walk through the door.
And today we had someone from, I think she's from the Philippines.
Yeah, you said they listened to the podcast.
Yeah, and that was really cute. And because she was like, I was thinking, does she listen to the podcast? Sometimes I can like feel it. I'm like, is she one of us?
Is there a secret code that identifies us?
I really wanted to ask this lady today, but I didn't. There's always the awkward moment of like, you want to tell people about the podcast, but you don't want to come off as like, like listen to my stuff,
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I have a little business card for your podcast.
I know, but like she had a superior labor. She had a superior labor like purse, and I was like, oh my God, is that superior labor? And she was like, yeah, and I got it off the buy sell trade group. I was like, there's a buy sell trade group. And
yes.
And I'm like, oh man, I want to tell her about the podcast just so we can like talk on Discord and stuff. But I didn't feel I'm awkward sometimes.
That is so cool. Yeah, this how like me as a consumer and a stationery enthusiast, I just love going to cities and then finding these places where the store like associates actually know what I'm talking about. Like when I'm like, this letterpress card is so cute, because I've been to a few like around the country where it's just like they're just bored and they're operating a gift store, so they don't understand why this lady is sort of like smiling when she picks up a pen or something.
Yes. No, I totally know what you mean. That type when you like want to connect and then they're kind of like vacant stare.
I know. So I just thought it's so nice that, if I go into Oblation, you, Kelly and Lexie, you guys actually use the Traverse notebook or actually, knows what this product is.
That's a good segue though, April. Should we talk about Traveler's Notebooks?
Yes. You know what I'm doing.
So Lexie, how long have you had your Traveler's Notebook?
I think I lasted a whole like 3 months working here before I bought one.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Resistance is futile.
The same thing happened with Molly, one of our newer, and Andy too. Both of our newest coworkers.
Yeah.
They don't last long.
I know. And when we have ours, like I feel like it really kind of seals the deal when we're like, look what we have and how we organize it. And they're like, wow, that's cute.
I've sold so many Traveler's Notebooks that way.
All you have to do is show them yours.
And then they go, oh, that's so creative and cool. And you're like, I didn't even hardly do anything, but nice.
I remember that one time, I think I was there, and then two customers were having like a Traverse notebook, and they're trying to sell their friend they're trying to, and then we start doing like a Witch Coven circle thing where we all pulled out our Traverse notebook, and everyone's like in a circle, and I think we asked you guys to come in and show it too, so we have like a lot of Traverse notebooks. A
pentagram created with Traveler's Notebooks. That's the way I want to be selling.
Nice. Is that your only planner? What do you use it for? Yeah.
Okay, so
it's
I
so
can
cute.
give a little mini walkthrough. I brought it.
passport.
And it's so
Yeah, so
patina.
I-
Put it up closer, even though my camera sucks.
Yeah, but it's got like the shine. And
It's like chocolate.
I also
Yeah.
like spilled something on it a while ago.
It
Part of the
happens.
story.
Yeah.
So I got like some things in Nakameguro and I went.
Yes.
When was it?
2019,
It
probably.
must have been.
Before the pandemic, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
BC before COVID.
I know. So I got a little charm and I also got the canvas pouch before it came to the US.
Before we started
I know,
selling
before
them,
we started
'cause we're
selling
a partner
So
shop.
I used to feel really special that now anyone
I know,
that
right?
shops here can get it, so it doesn't matter. And then Kelly made me this little insert
Oh my
for our
God.
gift
Cute.
exchange.
Oh, I forgot.
So- So I don't actually use it for plannering, but I just will like journal in it, and I
Oh
just
my God,
put
I
like little
forgot.
stickers and things.
Oh.
Yeah, and like or like little what is this?
A
Plane ticket.
Plane ticket, yeah.
That kind of stuff. Because I'm not really good at like putting like the whole vibe. Like Kelly's got her awesome unicorn barf, and I feel like that's like my goal, you know. But I'm never gonna get there, so I just kind of carry this around and jot in
Oh, I
it.
like that. Was that
It's a
business?
spectrum.
Oh, that's a cute corgi. And Lexie's handwriting is so neat and cute.
Yeah.
What
I
fountain
feel
pen?
like
Do you
upside
use
down.
fountain pens with it?
Yeah. So I can show that next, but I'm almost So then
Yeah.
Kelly got me this little
Oh yeah, I forgot
Kyoto
about that too.
folder. I know.
That was
And-
through Nita, by the way.
And I
Through
put
someone
in
else.
I just put in like little stickers I haven't used yet. This one's my
Mm.
favorite.
Bisexual bloodsucker. Yes.
It's from this girl, Sergle,
Sergle.
Sergle. Wait, Sergle. Yeah, on Etsy that I just really like her style. So I always buy like little stickers from her. Yeah, and Kelly put in like a little traveler's sticker in the bag.
Yes, the pocket.
Yeah. And I don't have my little, I normally keep like these super tiny Studio Carta scissors in them.
Oh yeah.
But I don't have them here. Yeah, so I use fountain pens, not as much as Kelly.
I was about to say, like, compared to what you know about Kelly, what would you
Yeah.
say, like, what fraction of stationery do you own of hers?
Here's the thing: is my main like goal when I'm doing stationery stuff is like I try to be eco-friendly about it. So I try to like use every little scrap of things, or like
Mhm.
you know.
She's not like us, April.
No, I get it. Like
I try
reusing,
to, like,
reuse the sticker backing, all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
or like if we get like washi on an order that came in, I like peel it off
I
and
do
like
that
use
sometimes
it.
too. Yeah.
It's like so pretty, or like just collaging with stuff that I've had. I would probably say it's very, very small, although I did go a little crazy a couple weeks ago and bought a bunch of washi tape from Collage and Oblation. I've been like obsessed with the William Morris.
I love that giant roll.
Oh,
I
I have
know,
those
strawberry
too.
fields.
Yes,
Oh my God, that's my favorite.
my favorite too. Strawberry Fields or Strawberry Thief. Like which
Yeah.
one is
Because
it?
it's
Yeah.
like the little bird is stealing the strawberries.
Yes.
Really cute.
Yeah. So
When is Hobonichi gonna make that cover?
I know.
That's what they should do.
I love like the William Morris. I like
They-
that kind of old school.
They
like,
did the inspired one from Hobonichi. This
Oh,
is not William Morris, but they call it. That's by Liberty Fabric, I think.
Oh,
And they-
that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, and they
Oh,
did
that-
it inspired by it, which is also like a bird stealing the fruit.
Oh, it is. Oh, I didn't. Wait, are they?
copycat.
I was gonna say inspired by or just ripping.
Yeah, the creator, because William Morris is like the print, right? And then so I think a lot of companies ended up doing
gotcha.
inspired like prints. Like this is from Liberty Fabric, I think.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. No.
Yeah, now it puts in my mind. No,
Whatever, it's cute. Anyway,
that one is cute.
Yeah.
no. So what fountain pens do you
Oh,
use?
Okay, so my first fountain pen was a Pilot, was it Metro, but I don't use it because
It sucks.
You're beyond that. You're next level now.
Okay, not much though, but I'm getting there. So
Oh, cute.
my favorite pen is the Kaweco Student. Now I have two. This one matches my backpack, and this is a new color.
They go so cute
I know, they look
together.
so autumnal.
I was gonna
They
say, if you
do.
mix those two together, it looks like the Autumn Sky
Okay.
Sailor.
I might get that. It's so pretty.
The Sailor Pro gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like this orange one was like my first, fountain pen over like $20.
Yeah.
And then I also got this guy because I couldn't resist.
The
lavender.
Kaweco lavender. Ooh.
I don't know. It's like I really like Kaweco's style. Maybe their nibs aren't always like the best, but but I like the style. I feel like the most.
Yeah.
And then my last pen, which is like my only kind of legit pen, is my Sailor Pro Gear Slim.
That looks like Cinderella, but I
what's it
think
called?
Shikiori.
I call it my like Cinderella pen because it's Cinderella blue. And Jason gave it to me.
Jason.
I talk about him all the time.
He gave it to me so I wouldn't buy the minis.
Yeah, he's always like, save your money. I've got something for you. And I'm like, what is your life?
Yeah.
I love how Jason has creeped into the After Darks as well. Like he's
I know. I keep telling him I want him to come on too.
But yeah, so those are kind of like my pens. So I only have a few that I use, but the Autumn Sky.
Didn't you get the olive too?
I didn't get the olive.
But all of us did.
all of us got the olive.
But, like, I feel like at Oblation, like we've been doing this thing that we'll just like have a pen like on. It won't be like it won't be in our pocket. It'll just be like, oh, here, just like on my shirt or whatever.
Yeah. Or like in my, I just switched to my Galen leather that I bought from a customer actually.
Whoa.
And that like fits perfectly in there. Yeah. We're Kaweco Sport fans over here.
You guys said like you just clip it into like the pockets.
Just wherever. Or if you want to dress and you don't have pockets.
Like we just put it on like, like if you look at our last post like with all of us, I think Ellie has one in her pocket, and then Tori has like, you can't see in the photo, but she has 3 like lined up in her pocket.
Yep. Oh my God.
It's just a bird.
Okay, I thought it was like my cat scratching at the glass door. That's what.
Yeah, we can hear the bird in the store. What's his name again?
There's 2, and I don't know that.
So it's Claude and Pablo.
Claude and Pablo. Yeah.
Like Claude Monet and Pablo Picasso.
But there was also Vincent, who is no longer with us on this earthly plane. Yeah.
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 There used to be Constellation & Co. with a physical store in Seattle, and she has a bird, Atticus, and turns out she said it was inspired by you guys having the birds in the store.
No, she doesn't hit us up.
She talked about you guys when I interviewed her for Traverse Company's article. Yeah. So she was like, she opened her letterpress store solely inspired by Oblation because
that is really cute.
I love her cards. I love her like because it's like snail mail superstar now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that whole thing, and like I just like her new line is like so cute.
Do you guys see her new cozy winter line that she just launched? Oh, it's so nice.
Why am I not in the loop about this?
It's like dark navy and then just all these doodles of all the cozy motifs.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Oh, it's so good. So good. And so I want to ask favorite parts about working at Oblation.
That's right. Yeah, you go first.
Okay. I don't know. There's like a lot of great stuff, so I don't want to like.
Well, start with what's the least favorite part.
Least favorite. Okay, my least favorite is that I feel like because my job is to basically digitize the retail store.
Mm-hmm.
There's like always all this new awesome stuff coming in, and I don't always have time to get it online, but it's like I really want to, and I feel like it would be so cool if I could like just like and just like put it all out there. It's just like it's really rewarding to me when people from like New York or like Wisconsin like buy our stuff. It's like, where did you come from? Like,
how did you find
this is so cool. You
Yeah.
know, like it's kind of one thing to have someone like walk into a store, but it's another to like find you in the like void of the internet. So,
right. Which happened a lot with Hobonichi.
Yeah. So
I know.
Where did all these people come from?
It's just like I feel like my least favorite is that like I have all this like unlimited kind of stuff I could do, but not
But you
enough.
guys, yeah, but the crazy thing is you guys reach like so far from, the Portland clientele, right? Like
Yeah.
what's the farthest, I think, city you guys have, like, that you were like, oh, someone
Like
from
that a
South,
retail
like,
customer is from?
or yeah, whatever, like that heard about you guys.
We shipped some
Isn't it to Norway?
yeah, we shipped some superior labor to Norway.
Yeah, and it was really weird because we were like, why wouldn't you just buy this from Japan rather than through us who got it from Japan?
Yeah.
But it worked out when it was legit. We're like, all right,
Yeah.
let's
That
make
is
it.
so cool.
And then like as far as like our cards and stuff, like we sell cards at SE.
Yep.
Yes,
And we sell cards
Taiwan.
in Tokyo too. I think
Mhm.
at Touch and Flow, don't they have our stuff?
Touch and Flow.
Yeah.
I love Touch and Flow.
Yeah, I
This stuff is
know,
cool.
they're so cute.
So I feel like that's cool that like, our cards are also in like France and stuff or whatever.
I love
but-
seeing it like out in the wild. I remember when I was in LA, I was randomly in some bookstore and I was like, hey,
randomly.
I'm like, hey, I know those notebooks. They're like,
Yeah.
what?
Or
I see those all the
I
time.
went to Pittsburgh this summer and like we went to just a super random card store and I was like, oh my god, Oblation! Like it
Cute.
was just really cool.
The hat and wig line is my favorite. And when I see them at other stores, I'm just like, the
You
cute
mean
one.
hat and wig and glove.
Hat, wig, and glove. Yes. Who's the mastermind behind
That's
that?
Ron.
Yeah.
Does he
He
come
does-
up with those witty
Comes out of his
things?
brain. Yep.
And people every single day there's always people like cracking up on the hat wig glove.
Yeah, you won't see them because they'll be on the other side, but you just hear like laughter in that corner, and you're like, yeah, they're reading all the Howard cards.
I still laugh at them.
I laugh at them every time. Every time I go to Oblation, I walk to that section and I look at what new witty, funny, punny things is happening on that shelf right now. So highly recommend the hat, wig, and glove line from you guys.
That's your least favorite.
Oh geez. I mean, my least favorite thing to do at this store is definitely take custom letterpress orders because it's not my passion.
It's not your passion.
Like, especially if I'm sitting back here like doing an order and then I look up and I'm like, oh, Tori's selling a pen. I was selling
You're
a
like
pen.
getting FOMO.
I could be talking about a pro gear now.
No, and it's not like it's the worst thing in the world. Like, it's fun to see people's like when you sit here at this table and like work with them and they say, oh, I kind of am thinking of a tree motif with this font. And even though it's not my super passion, like when it comes back down, when it's all done and I'm like, oh, it turned out so beautiful. And it's always really cool to see the transformation.
Right. From your
All
little
right.
doodle.
Yeah.
Tree here.
I like you redirected because I was about to make a joke where people with the wedding got that invite. Yeah, the person made that was dead inside when she was creating it.
Oh my god, that's so true. Well, but it's not. I mean, I'm just the one that doodles, but then the real work is upstairs.
Oh, so you doodle too, Kelly? You
I mean, it's
designing
super-
cards? Dead
It's
inside.
literally like like this. Here's a tree.
Here's a sick person dead inside, but supposed to be a married couple. I love it.
No, you're not far off from the truth.
No, you flourish. You
Yeah.
flourish
Yeah.
on the grounds, like next to the glass cabinets of pens.
Yes,
I mean,
that's my happy
that's
place.
like another thing, like going back to the like how has Kelly changed the store? Like customers will literally come in just to see Kelly and just to be like, here's my awesome pen I bought, here's the pen I want to buy, like they'll just show her all their stuff. And like sometimes like people will come in and be disappointed when she's not there. And I'm like, I'm here.
I like stationery too.
Oh, well, I brought this pen to show Kelly. I guess you can look at it too.
Oh, that's so cute. Kelly, you should do like people do book signings. You should do like stationery signings and then just have like workshops of hour of Kelly talks about pens. And then
I mean, I definitely would do that.
I mean, we
do it all day.
kind of are doing it now on a weekly basis. Actually, Kelly talks about pets.
Yeah.
That is so cute. So that's Kelly's favorite thing about working in a store, or is there
Oh,
any,
yeah. Well,
other thing? When
also-
the Hobonichi order arrives. Okay, guys, I need to complain about this. I want to complain. Every single year so far, when Kelly gets the Hobonichi order, she texts us, "They're here," and then disappears for like the next 5 hours. And all of us in our friend group on the other end is like, "Kelly, photos?" Like,
that's so true. That literally is every time.
and last year it was the worst. Kelly did like this super bad like video of like all the boxes. And we're like, "What, Kelly?"
Like, hey, I'm just letting you know that they're here.
It's
And
like blurry and fuzzy, and she's like, "The Hobonichis are here," and then she's like off. She's like runs away, you know, like with the dog and the stick. She's like, "Yeah, I'm out."
I mean, this year it was like an explosion. Like it was so cute. Kelly was like on the floor, like sitting on the ground, like pulling out all the Hobonichi.
I can totally see that.
Look at this one. Look at this one. And yeah, we had to like organize all of that.
And Jason was helping us do that.
We were like sweating, like, oh my god, there's so much Hobonichi. So it's like it's hard to just stop and be like, okay, we gotta like take photos of this. We gotta show people what we got. Like,
Yeah.
We're just so excited.
Yeah.
That was Kelly. Like I can already see her not just like getting distracted with the next new thing she pulls out from the box.
Well, okay, and you know, April. I think this is interesting that Lexie has done this too. If you want to show up your plastic wrapped weeks,
I haven't opened it yet.
but like, so the thing, she hasn't opened it yet. What, you've had this for like a month? Like,
yeah, I got this like
how
when the Hobonichi came in.
I got this like 3 days ago, and I'm like, hey, I'm already writing stuff.
What,
like,
Kelly?
setting it up, you know, like.
It's not until next year.
I know, but I can't.
I got this one. I have to savor for 2 more months.
That's true, and I'm still savoring mine too. It's just I like to like go in and, you know, put this kind of crap in there. Like, this I think was from.
It is cute. It is cute.
Yeah,
but
you know,
but still also irrational. And Kelly just does these kind of things.
Yeah, well, and I've definitely gone into my like Animal Crossing one too and done some.
I mean, she's talked already about how on October 5th she had already swatched all of the ink pens 2 months ahead of time.
Yes.
No, I didn't do that.
She can't help herself. I actually plan to like rewrap my Hobonichi and like
I can't
put it in a room, like, and then open it on Christmas. Like I recently just got this haul from Cute Things from Japan, Kelly, with like really pretty Japan 365 color calendar. I like opened it briefly to show on stream yesterday, but I'm wrapping it up.
Wait, you mean is it different? Is it, what brand is it?
1 second, let me go grab it. It's a new brand that according to Ayako sells out in Japan almost like every year this time of year.
Oh, that's cute. Does that say Himekuri?
Yeah, it's Himekuri. So it's like a daily tear-off calendar, and it showcased 365 shades of Japanese colors. So it's just like,
okay, why didn't you hook me up too? Oh my god.
Well, I was very worried it was gonna sell out. I was like, check out, please. And so
Kelly might take it all apart and then put everyone on the wall.
Exactly. Oh, is that Ichigo? Is there strawberry one? Oh. Oh my god.
Right, back it goes into the box. And in fact, I'm wrapping it.
Oh man, I can't handle that.
Lexie, what's your favorite part about working at Oblation?
Oh yeah, we didn't touch on that.
Okay.
Besides making wax seals.
Instagram.
Oh.
Instagram.
It is. I don't always have as much time for it as I want to with all the cool shit coming in, but it's definitely my favorite because I can do, like, I love doing like the lifestyle photos and stuff, and I love photography. Like, even though I went to school for graphic design, like photography is like my vibe. So it's just like really cool, and it's also cool to be in charge of something, you know, be like, this is my like thing.
I love all the lifestyle photos that you guys have on Instagram, and also like sometimes they get reused as like the shop photos, right?
I don't know, even like on Instagram, like when people DM us about stuff, like it's so cute and I love talking to people. So always feel free to DM Oblation. You can talk to me. Sometimes Kelly's on it.
Sometimes I am. Yeah, we are actually people and not robots.
Yeah. So like I don't know. It's really cool. Like it's a cool way to connect with people, you know, but still be like online and all that kind of stuff. It's always really cool when people will like come in the store and be like, oh, I saw you guys on Instagram. Or like they'll like bring in a photo and be like, where's this?
Exactly. It's the fastest way.
And I'm like, oh my God, that's like my dream come true. It's like when people think my photo's like so good that like the stuff in it is like
it sells that it's actually
like it's like enticing and it looks really cool. Like I don't know.
Well, that just happened with I don't know if anybody watching saw the those, what are they called, the pumpkins, the squash, hot squash. You know those velvet pumpkins that are like this person used, like a real pumpkin stem, and
I'll add the photo on this. Yeah, it's so pretty.
And like somebody called the store and was like, hey, so how about those pumpkins that you just put up? And I'm like, oh geez, they're not on the website, but I can just take your order over the
each
phone.
one is unique.
Yeah, and that would just take too much.
Yeah.
Like, because then you'd have to like make a new product for each and every single one, and you're like, no. Yeah.
It's just really rewarding, like when people, like it resonates with people and stuff. Or like when Blackwing will like share my photo or something.
Yes. Did they do that?
On their stories.
Oh,
like,
right. Yeah.
But it was so cool.
Yeah.
No, of course. I feel like it's definitely.
I have one more thing about Instagram.
Yeah.
Also, I've been very excited ever since I found out that AOC follows our Instagram.
Oh, I know. I freaked out when I said, shut the fuck up. Are you kidding me?
Nice.
Because I think, did we mention April on the podcast that that AOC like has a navy Kaweco Sport?
We didn't need to mention it because basically the whole world
everybody knows.
About it. Everyone's talking about it. Yeah.
IYKYK.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's, you know, and then she's like, yeah, she follows us. I'm like, can we add her?
Can she visit you guys?
That would be so awesome. And we could like calligraphy like tax the rich or something.
Right.
I don't know. I'm here for that.
I love it. Did you guys sell out of blue Kawecos after that? Like,
no, well, we just got in a shipment, but maybe the people don't know yet.
You need to.
Yeah, I'm gonna post about that one.
You have to create a post.
Shot at her story where she posted like where she was holding her Kaweco, so I might have that slide.
I need to like print that out. I'm missing my Canon Ivy. I've lost it for like months and I don't know where it is. So I have to buy a new one, and then I'll have two because I'll find it right after I buy it.
Right after you buy it. Of course, that always happens. I love it. Oh my God. I want to request a thing from you guys for the end of this episode. But before that, tell me about something fun in your neighborhood. Like, what's around Oblation that you guys always go to for like?
You mean besides break bread?
Okay, literally, I go to break bread every single day for lunch. There used to be like this bagel place and Starbucks and Hobel and all this stuff.
Yeah, they're all gone.
And they're all gone. So now, like, they see me and they're like, "Oh, you're the girl with the cute wallet."
They know me by name.
Because I have the Cacao Friends a peach on my wallet.
Nice.
From Korea, and so like they're like, "Oh, you're the girl with the wallet." I'm like, "Yeah, every day."
I try not to go like all the time, but I do.
It's hard. But in the area, yeah.
You mean like other cute shops?
Yeah, like other cafes, or I guess Break Bread sounds like a great recommendation for anyone who stopped.
I go to Cafe Umbria to get matcha. Their matcha's pretty good.
So hot take, I don't really like Cafe Umbria. I mean,
I don't like their
coffee.
Their matcha, I think, is good. My sister gets matcha from everywhere, and she says it's the best there.
Okay.
But
I haven't had the matcha, but I just remember I got a latte there, and I was like,
yeah. I don't go there much, but because places don't usually have matcha, so.
Right, but you know who does have matcha now is Roast, which April has been. Yeah, they just got it. It's that chocolate cafe.
Yes.
that I'd recommend everybody go to in Portland because it's so, I mean, if you're in Portland, you should go. It's like single origin chocolate, delicious. It's a very short walk from Oblation, and they have like the cookies, the chocolate chip cookies, the brownies that'll literally make you just die right there. Like,
I love it.
oh, and Nouvre. Basically everything we talked about in our travelers company, like accordion
Food.
Like food. And we're like, oh, I guess we got to put in like towels in here.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, okay, but the thing is, Lexie, so for the listeners, April originally was like, hey, let's start recording at 7, but we started recording at 6:30, and so I was like, Lexie, let's go get Little Big Burger, which is this like, why is it called that? I guess because it's
so the burgers are small,
but like thick.
Yeah, and it's like an Oregon chain, I think.
Oh,
now
okay.
they have one in Eugene and stuff, and they're like, there's probably like 5 or 6 in Portland now.
Yeah, so we're going there after this recording.
I'm so jealous. I wish I could go with you guys.
And they have truffle fries.
That's my truffle. Anything is honestly my
So.
favorite. So.
Yes.
Love it. And this time of the year, does your store start smelling like pumpkin spice because everyone's just bringing in their pumpkin spice latte? Well, wait, no, the Starbucks closed across the street.
Yeah, the Starbucks closed, but
okay.
I will say
we have a million candles.
Yes, our manager Angie, she's like, we have to order more pumpkin spice candles, and nobody that works here really likes them. I like them, but I feel like Alicia and Lexie are like,
It's like the pumpkin spice artificial smell is like what I don't like.
And I'm about it though.
I hate it too.
Sometimes it smells good, but it's like you never know if you're just buying the candle online.
Right.
You don't know.
Kelly came up once and was putting on these pumpkin spice lotion.
No, that was when we went to San Francisco.
Oh yeah, and then I was like,
I was like,
from
April,
like what, Bath and Body Works?
I was like, April, do you want some of my pumpkin marshmallow lotion?
Ew, that sounds so bad.
And she was like, please stop doing that. I'm like, no, it feels good.
I'm kind of anti Bath and Body Works.
I know, it's not
the
great.
The smells are just too much for me.
But I like them anyway. I'm a sucker.
This is so good. I'm so glad we get to talk to you guys like this at the store. And okay, I don't know if we can do this, but can we do a tour?
We were talking about that.
That's why I literally was like, don't turn the lights off because we're gonna do this thing.
All right, we're going on the tour.
Yay, it's tour time. I promise I won't drop Kelly's laptop.
Oh, yeah.
She's probably fine.
This is well, okay. We've got $35 and under pens over here, and the good stuff over here. This is where I live a lot of the time, is behind this counter.
Kelly's fingerprints are all over that glass cabinet.
It's not, because we Windex it every day. Oh, and you can show off the collations, I guess. Oh, they're cute.
So you got the navy?
Oh, yeah, there's some navy AOC pen.
Yeah, so good. I love this this portion because I bought a bunch of diamond inks that are
So over here is the diamine
in the shelves. Yeah. Nice.
Well, I really wanted to show off Lexie's wax seal work here. So she literally did all of these because this company sent us stuff, the written word, and then they were like, hey, you have to package all your own stuff, and also there was no like example.
Oh.
So Lexie made all of these, and then she made this so that people know what they look like.
Wow.
And I did it for our other alphabets too. It took me like 2 whole days.
But now when people don't, what does this look like? We can say, look, this is what they look like.
It's the swatch card. It's important. Oh, Kelly, can we see the infamous ink pen calendar with the paper at the back?
Oh, yes. Do you want to actually see? Oh, wait, let's do Hobonichi first.
Okay.
Because it's right here.
Ta-da! There's so little left.
I know, it's literally nothing.
Also, psych for everybody that wanted things. There's a lot of stuff we're not going to be able to order for our October order. No Count the Lights, no Animal Crossing, no Tambourine.
Everything is sold out.
No Inuyasha. And I'm like, excuse you?
It's so sad. It's all sold out.
Nice.
Here's the pen sign. It looks like a light bulb or two is out.
Yes, which
Oh.
they usually are.
That is the pen sign. Love the apothecary thing. Okay, so don't show the swatches, but
Okay.
an illustration of Kelly's coverage on the back for people who.
Oh, well, this is the sheet that I put over it. What, do you actually want to see it?
No. And then she'll ask, "Are you a Kelly or are you an April?"
Oh, right. Yeah. Like,
Would you want to see the swatch right now, or are you gonna be offended and like, why are you even asking me to see the swatch?
no, that's literally somebody messaged me. Actually, quite a few people messaged me on my Instagram because they were like, Kelly, I want to see the swatches. And then one person was like, I literally don't understand why you would not want to see them. I'm like, I know.
All right, Traverse Notebook special kiosk. I always want to tell people about the kiosk at Oblation because Oblation is Traverse Notebook partner store, and they made this custom beautiful kiosk, like a table, roller, something.
Well, and this is supposed to look like what do they call it? Inari?
Really? What?
Girl, it's just not red.
I didn't know that. Wow.
But yeah, our exclusive shit is over here.
And all the regular stuff is there
Yeah,
too.
all the boring stuff that everybody has.
Yeah, we moved our B-sides down here.
Nice.
Because we are overfilling with MD.
MD
Yeah.
and some cool William Morris. I feel like April would be into these. This one's called Seaweed, and then this one's called something else.
Pont Neuf.
Well, Pont Neuf is like the brand.
Yeah.
It's the same people that did the Kunisawa.
Really? Ooh,
Yeah.
Japanese paper? Okay.
Yeah.
Are we live shopping right now?
Oh, we also have the Perpanep notebooks.
Oh,
Like those
nice.
gray ones that has the different papers.
Yeah.
And then also, what's special about Oblation are all the typewriters, right?
Oh,
A lot.
Yeah, we're skipping a little bit, but it would probably take forever to do a literal tool tour.
No, that's fine. We're hitting all the iconic things.
Yeah. So Lexie does a lot of work putting these all online. Basically, our boss Ron buys them and either fixes them or gets them fixed.
Yeah. Depending on the condition of
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Mhm.
And, some of them come with cases, some of them don't. Let's see how heavy this isn't that bad. So this is one we just got. I just want to show off because it's real pretty.
Wow.
Kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It's like turquoise and it comes with a turquoise case. And I'm like,
It's super
can
cool.
I buy this?
It's so pretty.
Like Ron last weekend bought 35 typewriters from this old guy. And
so cool.
I know. So it's like, I actually kind of want to show them all, but they're all in his bunker and stuff.
Right.
So I'm working to get them.
We don't want to.
I'm working to get them all online, and oh my god, it's taking forever. But it's very rewarding. I feel like because people really look at the typewriters on their website more than other stuff.
Yeah.
And they'll look at them before coming in store. A lot of times they'll sell online too, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nice. So what's your favorite section of the store, Lexie?
Oh yeah. What is? I don't know. I like the Japanese stuff. I feel like it's the most unique kind of things. On the back side of our fixture, we have all this other Japanese stuff.
Also, I totally forgot to say I brought Shajihata ink pads into the store. So
nice.
I really like Life paper and their style.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of sort of my favorite things. Looks like we don't really have any. We just have these
just the
sad envelopes by themselves.
And this random B5 notebook.
Yeah.
So everyone listening or watching, just imagine Kelly prowling the store looking for the orphan, and then be like, "Hey, babe, you're coming home with me tonight."
But also little kitty stamp.
Nice.
I don't know, just cute Japanese stuff is
So
all of my favorite things.
Can we see the pumpkins in real life?
Yeah.
The squash.
It's hot squash.
So the table's just redone, so we don't have as many.
So
But these are the
like,
squash.
look at how cute.
Oh, it's so velvety.
Yeah. And it's not like, sometimes people will occasionally come in and be like, I can get this for $5 at Target. And I'm like, but they don't look like this.
Yes, they don't look like
And
that.
they're made in a sweatshop too.
Yeah. And they make this much.
I know, Kelly, remember your dad made those woodwork
Oh, yes.
snails?
Yeah.
Or
So now we memorialize. What is it?
Immortalized this on this little guy. Yeah, my dad used to make these
slugs.
wooden slugs. And I will remember the first time that I put this here, my coworker Addie literally screamed because she thought it was real. Just like glancing barely at it, like, yeah.
I love it.
And
and
we have
okay.
some product here that we didn't have time to.
Did you want to walk quickly through production, or
Do we get behind the scenes?
I
Can
can show you? It might be the most kind of like what people don't see.
Yeah.
Mm,
I didn't even know this existed before I worked here.
So in the back is this.
wow.
Yeah. It's basically like a warehouse. So
It's
we
a
have
maze. Wow.
We're making studio in here.
Mm-hmm.
And
You guys
then
need to do a shop tour on Instagram someday. That would be
know.
so cool.
we have all of our products
This looks
in
like the
these
peach.
shelves.
This should
Yeah,
be
that's
here.
why it's in that box. This is all of our product, all the cards we make. These two doors go to more paper making stuff.
Wow.
All of our paper and things back here.
It's so
Have you never
unassuming.
seen this?
I've never seen this part of
dang,
the
I'm a bad
store.
friend.
Yeah, so this is where
This is where you interrogate people about their stationery.
well, we have skylights, so it's usually not so dark, but this is where they package everything and quality control, the custom everything.
Yeah, Addie sits back
Cut
here like
and
24 hours a day,
Yeah.
like going through invitations one by one.
we turn off the lights, I guess, but upstairs is the office where I have my computer.
Nice.
And then
Is this where Kelly eats lunch? Sometimes Kelly, you
I
said.
think it's like upstairs.
it's on the other side.
Yeah.
I mostly wanted to show my photo bunker.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So this is where I take photos.
Oh, I hope the connection's okay in here.
Oh, whoa.
So-
Professional.
We also store
Wow.
stuff. And then the last thing is Ron's bunker and where all the typewriters are.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, can we show off Tori's like embroidery typewriter that she made? So these are like all keys.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
She's
Wow, this is
Yeah.
way more than I asked for. I was just like, oh, store tour. I was like, whoa,
Yeah, well, we have a lot in the back.
we're in the
and then,
belly of the beast.
Of course, we have all the letterpresser machines.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, that's not even going upstairs into the office and the break room.
Wow.
yeah. So it's more than meets the eye, just like Transformers.
Well, Kelly, I feel like now I'm like, you work at a very cool place.
I know, right?
Imagine if you remember, I don't know, Lexie, if you know, but Kelly almost got poached to Kinokuniya's pen case. And that just seems so unassuming compared to what you guys have going here.
I know, like, what I really like about working here is just like the vintage vibe. And like everything is super homey, and like Ron made all the wood fixtures, and like it just feels like a little living room or something.
It does.
Oh.
Yeah.
Instead of just like white and like lights and I don't know.
Yeah, TBH, I'm really glad that didn't work out because I do feel like it would be a little more soulless, you know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
feel
Like
like- We have a lot of heart, and while things aren't always like perfect, we're trying our best, and we're just
Yeah.
like a little small business, and you know, kind of the little engine that could at times.
yeah.
Oh, yes, I totally agree. Well, that was so sweet. Thank you guys for taking the time of your, day, kind of has semi-working and showing us a tour. I feel so honored to be able to see it, and hopefully everyone
Yay.
else watching feels the same.
Next time you're in town, April, we can take, and really anybody that's watching this, we do tours. Like Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
People don't often ask, I think, because they don't know.
yeah, but
I didn't know it was so
so
much more
yeah,
behind
it's
it.
like basically the same size, but just in the back
Yeah.
and just full of paper.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Well, thank you again, Lexie. I can't wait to go down and see you guys next time.
Yes, that was fun.
It was super fun. And thank you everyone for watching. This is the Stationery Cafe After Dark. After Dark. I almost said after hours. And I was like, wait, that's you guys.
It's Oblation After Hours.
Oblation.
Stationery Cafe After Dark.
Oblation After Hours. Stationery Cafe After Dark. And we can't wait to take you to another episode next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.